हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू ट्रूथ ऑफ फिजिक्स। आज की इस वीडियो में मैं डिस्प्लेसमेंट करंट से रिलेटेड एक इम्पॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट को डिस्कस करूंगा और उसके बाद इस कॉन्सेप्ट से रिलेटेड एक प्रॉब्लम भी सॉल्व करेंगे हम। तो हमारा डिस्प्लेसमेंट करंट क्या होता है, मैक्सवेल्स जो इक्वेशन है, मॉडिफाइड इक्वेशन, वहां से हमें डिस्प्लेसमेंट करंट का रिलेशन पता लगता है। तो क्या होता है मैक्सवेल्स इक्वेशन, बहुत ही डिटेलली और एकदम कोर्स से मैं कॉन्सेप्ट को क्लियर किया हूँ एक वीडियो में। तो वीडियो का लिंक मैं डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में दे दूंगा या फिर ऊपर आई बटन में दे दूंगा, वहां से आप देख सकते हैं और जरूर देखिए। तो हमारा डिस्प्लेसमेंट करंट हमें मिलता है उसका एक्सप्रेशन फ्रॉम द मैक्सवेल्स फोर्थ इक्वेशन that is known as Carl B, or in the integral form we can write like B dot ds equals to mu naught I conduction plus mu naught epsilon naught d phi e over dt. D phi e means ddt of electric field dot A, right? The flux, right? Now what it means actually, we have suppose two capacitor plates, two parallel plate capacitors, and in between the region there is suppose empty, and that's why we have denoted mu naught and epsilon naught for empty space. Now what it means actually, mu naught IC plus mu naught this thing epsilon naught del E del T del phi E del T, this is called the ID, right? Right. Now this thing is called the displacement current. Now there is a very beautiful concept that here the I current, conduction current flows, and the magnetic field, how magnetic field looks like here. The magnetic field will be like this, right? Circulating this wire, right? So here in this region, what happens? We find the displacement current, and this displacement current is why due to maintaining the continuity of current. You will later understand what I am saying, that current should be always continuous, that current is flowing like in this way, and there cannot be any discontinuity in the current, and current is flowing again in this way, right? Here it is flowing again in this way. I see the same amount of current, but here in this region, if we don't consider the concept of displacement current, then we can say that there here current is discontinuous. But that is something conceptually difficult to understand this concept, right? Because we know that always current will be continuous, right? We know this concept. Current coming here, if divided into two parts, then this current is always be equals to this I1 plus this I2, means this is always continuous current. Now what is the concept here? You will find the electric field, right? And the electric field looks like this, but the electric field will only present in this region, right? In this region. Now now what is the concept? These parallel plate capacitors are charged by how? By by powering this, right? By powering this. Now this gathering of charges in these parallel plates, suppose we denote it with q, a function of time. With time it is charging, right? Suppose we consider the charging case, then with time charge will gather on the both plates of parallel plate capacitor. That means that this accumulation of charge or the gathering of charge is proportional to the current, right? Is proportional to the current. Or I can simply write the current. What is the current in this conduction current? Conduction current is nothing but the accumulation rate of change of the charge, or rate of accumulation of the charge in the parallel plates. Now q can be expanded or can be expressed in terms of the electric field in this region, electric field. Now we know that if we have a parallel plate, if we have a plate, right, charge plate, then the electric field here looks like E is equals to sigma over 2 epsilon naught in this direction. If we have two parallel plates like this is positive, this is negative, then the electric field here will be due to this, which is sigma over epsilon naught in this direction, and due to this in this same direction, sigma over 2 epsilon naught, right? This is 2. So combining these two, the overall or the total electric field in this region will be equals to sigma by 2 epsilon naught plus sigma by 2 epsilon naught, means sigma by epsilon naught basically. What this means? sorry, it is not q, it's actually the electric field, right? Now sigma is equals to q divided by a, say epsilon naught. So q will be equals to, this will be equals to ddt of q, means from here q will be e a epsilon naught, e a epsilon naught. So this is nothing but epsilon naught ddt of phi e, where phi e is nothing but e dot a, right? This thing. So this is equals to the conduction current, and from the concept of Maxwell's equation, from here we know that id is what equals to the same thing, this thing. So what we have got here from this thing, a very important concept, that the total current which is flowing IC, this is equals to ID. Total current is equals to the current in the wire, flowing in the wire, is equals to the total ID, total ID in this region, the total ID, the displacement current in this region, the total. So the total ID is equals to IC, means, and from here you can easily understand the concept of continuity here also satisfied, that current is flowing in the form of IC, conduction current, and in the region of free space the current's form has changed into what, ID, right? Displacement current, but the amount is same. The total ID, if we calculate, is equals to the current in the wire, what we have discussed here. So this is a very important concept, and you can understand or justify this concept by solving this problem, which has appeared in previous year's question in NET exam. Okay, CSIR NET. We have a parallel plate. We have two circular conducting plates, right? Parallel plates of radius a, and at a distance d, where d is very small compared to the distance, compared to the radius of the ring or radius of the circular plate. Means if the radius is a, suppose, then d is very small like this. This is d. Now if you consider a small plate, circular plate, imaginary, then you have to find what the magnetic induction between the plates at a distance a by 2 from the center. Means first we have to find, this is distance d, suppose, right? We have to find the magnetic induction, means simply b vector here in this region. Now for that, for finding that, we have to do what? We have to do this relation, right? B dot ds, B dot dl, B dot dl is equals to mu naught IC plus mu naught ID, right? What we have discussed before. लेकिन इसको यूज करने के लिए हम जानते हैं कि इस रीजन में आईसी तो है ही नहीं, राइट? यहाँ पर तो एक्चुअली वायर है ही नहीं, मैं यहाँ पर ड्रॉ कर दिया हुआ है, बट एक्चुअली यहाँ पे वायर है ही नहीं. तो अगर वायर नहीं है, that means this IC terms goes to 0. Means we have to just find the ID here in this area, right? The total ID here. Then if we put that here, then from this thing we will get that, the magnetic induction. So B dot 2 pi r, suppose 2 pi d, suppose d is a distance, d distance, okay, d distance from this line. 2 pi d is equals to mu naught I. Now we have to use the concept, we will use the concept that IC, total IC or conduction current, is equals to conduction current or the current through the wire, which is here what, I, right? I will be equals to the ID, total ID, means the total area in this area, means is equals to ID. नाउ ये टोटल जो एरिया है, ये टोटल एरिया में कितना हमारा करंट फ्लो कर रहा है? टोटल एरिया में हमारा ये अमाउंट का करंट फ्लो कर रहा है, मतलब पर यूनिट एरिया, ये टोटल एरिया क्या है? ये जो क्रॉस सेक्शनल एरिया है पाई ए स्क्वायर है, राइट? पाई ए स्क्वायर एरिया में हमारा जो फ्लो कर रहा है वो है आई. तो फिर यूनिट एरिया में क्या फ्लो करेगा? आई डिवाइडेड बाई पाई ए स्क्वायर. ये होगा यूनिट एरिया में जो डिस्प्लेसमेंट करंट होगा हमारा वो, तो फिर ये एरिया हमें चाहिए, राइट। पाई डी स्क्वायर एरिया में हमें निकालना है, क्योंकि हमें बोला गया a/2। तो हम मान लेते हैं डी जो डिस्टेंस है या इस डिस्टेंस पे फ्रॉम द सेंटर ऑफ द प्लेट, मींस ये जो लाइन है इस लाइन से डी डिस्टेंस पे, तो हो जाएगा हमारा ये करंट फ्लो। तो फिर आई स्मॉल डी स्क्वायर ओवर ए स्क्वायर, सो यहाँ पे हम वो पुट कर देंगे, आई स्मॉल डी स्क्वायर ओवर ए स्क्वायर। तो यहां से हम कैलकुलेट करके क्या मिलेगा हमें, हमें b का वैल्यू मिलेगा यहाँ से आई डी ओवर 2 पाई ए स्क्वायर, ये हमें मिलेगा। अब d हमें क्या बोला है, a/2 डिस्टेंस, तो a/2 जस्ट पुट कीजिए यहाँ पे। a/2 पुट करने पे क्या आ जाएगा, म्यू नॉट आई a डिवाइडेड, सॉरी, डिवाइडेड बाई a/2 मीन्स 2 पाई ए स्क्वायर इंटू 2, it will be cancelled, mu naught I over 4 pi a, right? Now check the options, mu naught I over 4 pi a, this option, so our correct option is D. So you can solve this easy problem using the basic concept of displacement current, which I have discussed in this video. So if you have any doubt, then you can comment below, and for getting the notifications of my upcoming videos, you can subscribe this channel and share this video with your friends. Also, in this channel, you will get many concept clear topics of physics. You must watch that videos. Okay, so take care of yourself. Thanks for watching.